Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing a development video on my game I'm working on. It's called Adventure Earth Gaia's Quest. I'm building it here in Blender. It's a free animation studio. My capture makes my CPU run a little slow, so bear with me. Anything takes forever. None of these textures are going to be finalized, so I'm just putting it in wireframe just to give you the gist of what it's going to look like here. This is just going to be a bounding box level. This is where it starts. This is level 1 right here. And you can go to any point in this maze from the starting point. This here will take you to the 3rd level if you find it. This one will take you to the 2nd level. I was going to show some gameplay from start to here and from start to there, but it takes quite a while, so I'll just show a little bit of it and then I'll jump to the other levels. This is level 1. Up here in this top left corner is going to be a mini map that shows the maze as well as your location, so that you can kind of track your progress, and it'll show any levels you found. This game is basically going to be kind of a mix between all of my favorite games I've ever played. It'll have hints of Zelda in it, as well as hints of Contra, Mario, Borderlands, as well as a few other games that I've come to enjoy. There will be all kinds of bonus pickups, enemies, upgrades, all kinds of stuff, and everything will be free in the App Store. If you can find it all, that is. If you can't find it, there will be an option to purchase any upgrades or weapons you cannot find. I'm still working on a story, but I just want to go through and get all of my levels playable and fun before I start doing anything else. But my story is basically not set in stone, but it's might turn out to be like your planet Earth is your character, and all the other planets basically get jealous of Earth, particularly Pluto, because it can bear life and it has a lunar system. And Pluto, as we know, has been recently named not a planet because it doesn't have a round moon. So Pluto is basically jealous of Earth, and then gets all the other planets to strike out against Earth and cast it out of the solar system. And the story will basically be you're trying to get Earth back to its proper place in the solar system. And it's the adventures throughout the galaxy, and there should be multiple universes as well as dimension type play in this game. Got a lot of work to do on it still, but I have a pretty cool vision in my head. I feel like once I get it done that people might enjoy this game quite a bit. Here's the portal to the 2nd level. Second level is more of a platform-based game. This is where it's going to start looking a little more like Mario and Contra. And in the second level, there's going to be all kinds of little hidden portals and finish points. Well, there's going to be one hidden finish point that takes you to a bonus level, similar to in Mario 3, where if you hit the pink musical note, it'll take you up to the cloud coin area. But instead of taking you to the cloud levels, it will take you to another top-down maze that's slightly smaller and has some goodies in it. And once you beat that top-down maze, it will bring you back to a checkpoint in this second level, so that you know that there's more to be done here. And then once you find the main finish point, it'll actually take you to a boss fight where you can go in and set up your weapons and everything to basically be your best setup to fight whatever boss you're against. And then if the boss kills you, it'll send you back to a checkpoint where you can open your inventory and cycle through your weapons and figure out which ones you think will work best for that particular boss. It might have a couple hidden instant revives in the game as well, for if you think you've got the right setup, you just messed up on your boss. But a lot of these platforms require double or even triple wall jumps to get up on top of. Made the game so it's kind of got a slower gravity, kind of like it would be in space, to where if you're falling and you're holding the jump button, it'll slow your fall and kind of make you hover somewhat. And I'm skipping a lot of the little hidden areas because I don't have any of my bonus levels or any of that kind of stuff done yet. I just got the basics, a couple of the portals and whatnot, and then this should take you back to the first level, where you go to find other platforms. And after you beat the boss in each of the platform levels, it will take you back to this first level, and there will be at least 20 alternate finishing points in this level, as well as a lot of hidden goodies and upgrades. Going to level 3, just so I don't have to finish Maze 1 to get there for you. I'll show you a little basic preview of this. If you time your jump just right here, you can actually take a little bit of a shortcut to the bonus finish point there, but you have to do it just right. It's kind of a difficult spot to get to, but I want this game to have challenges. But there is a slower way to get there, and that's to go the way I'm going right now. And you're behind a wall here. There's a lot of spots where you'll be hidden behind walls, and just basically a lot of this kind of stuff is inspired by Mario. All my years as a kid playing that game. But I kind of like how you can do the wall jump and use walls almost like a half pipe to gain more height. This game's about keeping your momentum to be able to jump higher and further, kind of like Sonic in that way. But there's all kinds of little hidden platforms behind walls and all over the place in every level. But this one, if you can figure your way through the maze, takes you to a bonus exit. But for the sake of keeping this video somewhat short, I'll just kind of skip through back to that little spot where I started going up to the bonus right there. If you want to take the slow way to the top, you can take this stairwell. See, but you better be careful because there's some false ones that if you go too far back, you'll fall down to this ramp and then you don't have momentum to really get up it. I mean, you can slowly kind of go up it, but you can't get to the top that way. And if you fall all the way down, it takes you back to the start of this level. It's a little pitfall there. I'll probably go in and change the physics a little to make it almost have more gravity to pull you in if you don't jump and time it just right. But if you hit it just right and you hit this ramp and go fast enough, you can skip that entire staircase and get all the way up to the very top of it. And then you just got this maze to figure out to get to the end point. And this end point would be taking you to a boss. But for right now, where I don't have any bosses ready to go, because I'm still working on level layouts, it just takes you to the first level again. But if you fall right there, it takes you down. I'll just fall right down here, I guess. It takes you down all the way to here, where you're actually behind the wall and there's little cutouts so you can see where you're at. And that's actually from a game called Roadrunner that I used to play a lot on the Super Nintendo. It had a lot of things like that in it. And I thought that was kind of a nifty idea, so I threw it in here. But this spot's kind of difficult to find your way out of, because in the final game, there will be all kinds of enemies that you have to fight while you can see yourself. Or just hope you're lucky enough to miss them when you're behind the wall. But there is a way out. You go right up here. Oops, that was too far back, so I gotta go up forward here. Okay, try a different type of wall jump here. Start on this side. And go across. I want this game to be very, very challenging to your everyday gamer that likes a good challenge, I guess. So I know there's a few gamers that this won't be their cup of tea. This can get, it is going to be a pretty complicated maze. But I kind of want to challenge people. Nowadays, games seem to be either way too hard or way too easy, and I'm trying to find just that right balance to make it fun and playable at all times and all skill levels. Kind of like Mario, it's easy to play but difficult to master. My brother helped me with this soundtrack. There will be more songs for different levels and different fights and things like that too, but this is what I've got for now, just to make this video a little less tedious to watch. When all this is said and done, I'll have some pretty eye-catching artwork done for the map art as well as the character art. But I basically want to just kind of personify the entire universe in this game and kind of make it just unique, something that most people haven't heard of. So nowadays when I look around on the App Store, I've looked particularly for games of this type. Any of the maze-based games I've seen are basically just about like what you get in a book of mazes. You just trace it with your finger on your screen. I want this to be a maze game, but I also want it to have a lot of other things to it, a lot of other elements that some of the more popular games these days have. And for the first 100 or 200 people that beat this game 100%, they're going to get a special treat that no one else will get. There'll be a 3D printed trophy that they get free of charge. It'll be just keychain sized trophy. But just for beating the game, they'll get that as a token of appreciation for playing. There'll be scoreboards, all kinds of elements to the gameplay that just take way too long to try and describe right now. But as I get more progress done and more levels done, I'll be showing them to you. And please comment and leave some input on what kinds of things you'd like to see in this game, as well as just any feedback is appreciated. And thank you very much. Have a great day.